Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Team Hacks. My name is Timothy. Some of you actually asked me what kind of platform do I use to trade, right? And how do I trade and so on. There's so many questions, so I realized I might also make a video out of it, right? So today I'm going to show you a free platform where you can actually use to screen the stocks that you would like to buy. Okay, so you can of course, if you have your broker's account and they provide charting platforms for you, you can actually use them. Okay, but not all brokers offers as clean chart as the one I'm going to introduce you, TradingView. And of course, not all brokers support global stocks. Okay, so for TradingView, they actually support a wide variety. I will show you a little bit more information later. Okay, so do stay here, and if you feel that the content that I'm going to share with you is useful to you, do remember to like and subscribe and leave a comment on what do you want to hear for my next video. Okay, so the platform I'll be sharing with you today is called TradingView. Okay, so just type into the website tradingview.com. I'll leave it in the description too. Alright, do check it out. Okay, so it's very simple. All you need to do is actually click on launch chart, or you can actually go to chart here, right? And then it will lead you to the platform itself. Okay, so next thing, so what you can do is actually to look around the settings, okay, find out what each item actually means. Okay, so all you need to do is actually to right click on your mouse, right click, and then you can go to settings. Okay, when the settings load, you can see here each there's many items over here. So if you don't know what each of them does, all you have to do is just click on it, and then you can see what's different. Okay, so based on here is actually just how each of the candle are being colored. Okay, so some people will prefer to compare against the previous day, or they just want it to be specifically today. Okay, so over here, if you left it unticked, the candle today will be based on, if it is green, means it opens lower than it closed, and if it's red, it opens higher than it closed. Right, so means that if the price dropped during the day, it's red, and if the price increase during the day, it's green. However, if you click on this, there are some changes. I will click and you can see some differences over here, right? Try again. So what's the difference? So if you click on this, you will see that they actually compare against the previous day close. Alright, so if I left tick untick, let's see over here. If I left tick untick, it will just mean that today, on this very day, the candle actually opens lower. But it doesn't affect whatever the price is on the previous day. But if I were to tick this, it turned to red. How come? So what it actually means is it's actually comparing to the previous day close. So the close of yesterday was much higher than today, hence it's red. So that's basically what it meant. But to standardize most of the things, I actually don't look at because I want to know what happens during the day and not comparing to yesterday. So I usually leave this unticked. And then if you don't know what's the body is in the middle part. So if I were to untick it, the colors are missing. So some people don't like to have too many colors, alright? But to me, I can't really, it's very hard to see the things. I rather that they have colorful colors, alright? The borders are whatever is outlining the outer candles. And the wick are of course the tails. Some people don't like to see wicks. But for me, all of this information on each candlesticks actually matters. I will do it on another video to explain how to read. Alright? Right, so this is what all you have to do is actually to untick, and you will know what it is. Okay, so according to the description, it shows that it is the last price line. Okay, so last price means that this is the price that is currently at. Okay, hence the name called last price, right? And then what we will do is actually at this price, it will mark a line all over the chart. So you can see there's many more things. All you need to do is just to trial and error, see what each of them means, and then read the description to have a sense of roughly what it meant. Okay, so high and low prices, so meaning it will mark up the high and the low of the current candle, right? So if I leave to untick, okay, you can see the difference. And of course the average close price. Okay, so just try around, explore with it, and then they will see some changes, and you can see what's happening. Okay, so adjust for data for dividends. So basically it means that if they were to pay dividend, prices usually drop. But if you are an investor, you will be actually receiving the dividend. So that actually helps to increase your profit, right? So some people like to have this tick, and some people don't prefer. Okay, so you can play around and try. Okay, so we can go to the next one, status line. You can see what happens here when I untick this. Okay, so the difference is the symbol of the company. Okay, so some people don't like to have any attachment to any companies when they trade. Okay, so they only see ticker symbol meaning the short alphabets that are indicative of the company itself. Okay, so let's say I don't want to know that this is Apple company, and then it affects me, because I'm a customer. Okay, so what I will do is I will just untick it, and all I know is just this is AAPL, but I do not know that it's Apple. But of course, because I know already, then yeah. Yep. But otherwise, it actually helps some traders. Okay. And then of course, show open market status. It will show that it's open over here. And then OHLC is basically open, high, low, and close of the candle. Okay, which I will explain more in my other video. And then of course the how much changes over the bars. Okay, and this button over here is useful if you want to use the platform to learn how to trade by using their paper trading function. Okay, so basically one of it is buy, one of it is sell. Okay, which I will go through in my other videos. Okay, and of course the indicators, you can see if I have indicators, I want to know what the indicators are, what are the names, what are the values of the indicators. So I will show you what are indicators and how to locate them. All right. Okay, so you can explore all these different things. Okay, have fun with it, and then experiment with it. All right. Okay, the background, you can also have colorful colors over here. You can choose to have, if you're feeling that you want to have bright colors, you can have it. Of course, you need to change the colors on your candles. And if you're feeling like a bit dull, or you want to protect your eyesight a little bit, or you want to feel that you are very, you want to be a bit feminine, or you want a bit sky blue, go ahead and try all these different colors. Okay, I prefer it white. Okay, and of course you can have a little bit of gradient if you want. You can have two different colors, whichever you feel like one. Okay, if you're feeling like you want to have a national flag over here, you can have it. Okay, whichever country you're from. Okay, but for me, I still prefer white. Okay, so I'll keep to this. Alright, and then of course the grid line, you can try around. Hey, play with it. Hey, watermark, of course we don't want to have watermark. Okay, this is TradingView's watermark. Okay, and then of course the trading over here. Okay, so for this trading is more of the paper money or the virtual money or whatever. There's many names to it. It's basically you are using a virtual account on TradingView's platform to try out your trades probably is because maybe you are new. You do not want to risk your own real money yet. Hey, you want to try out whether you are trading well, or will you be able to make money from this. Hey, so you can use all these features over here to maximize your experience with the paper money trading. Okay. Okay, so the next thing is events. Okay, so events will be in a form of like maybe they'll be giving out dividends, or there'll be earnings coming out. Okay, as you can see below here, there are some symbols: E for earnings, D for dividends, and of course, if you are playing Forex, there'll be country flags. Okay, let me try one. Okay, let's say I want to look at pound dollar, and this will be the Great British Pound against USD. Okay, you can see there are flags over here. Okay, you can roll over to the flags, click on it, and then you will see some events over here. All right. Okay. So, okay. One more thing is you are able to zoom in and zoom out the chart just by using your mouse scroll. Okay, if you have a mouse and you have a scroll, use the scroll. Okay, you can zoom in, zoom out. Okay, and you can left click and drag it to move the chart. Alright, hope you all enjoy playing around with the settings. Hey, so what I will be sharing with you next is actually the tools bar over here. You know, if you have actually explored it, some of the symbols actually look funny, right? Okay, some of them I don't even know what are the features, but all you have to do is just try it. Okay, so the first thing is your crosshair. What you can do is that you can click on it, left click, and then it will open up to different sources. Okay, so if you don't like a cross, you can have a dot, and if not, you can have an arrow, or you can use the eraser tool. Okay, so if you were to have a marking, let's say over here, and you don't like it, you can use your eraser to delete it. Okay, I'll be sharing with you how to uh, erase even faster. All right, so the crosshair is for you to use. Basically, is your default function, and then you can use it to click and drag left and right. Okay, and then over here there's a range of tools over here. Click, and then you can see. So the description over here says trend line. So let's say if you were to see a trend, okay, let's say if you see a trend here, and then you click again, you will form trend line. Okay, and then of course if you were to see a horizontal kind of a trend over here, you can click on it, and then it will form a horizontal line. Okay, and then of course you can export the rest. Okay, there's plenty of them, and then there's also very cool features around, okay, whereby you can mark different things. Okay, try it. Okay, so how you can erase quickly is, instead of going here and click on eraser, what you can do is just press Ctrl Z if you are using Windows, or Command Z for Mac, and then you will undo the previous action. Okay, and then you can click again and click again, and it will disappear. If you want to, of course, you can click Control Y on your Windows, or Command Y on your Mac. Right? Okay, and then you will see that the function actually changed, right? So if you want to use trend line again, you have to change it back again. Okay, I will show you a shortcut later. Okay, so the next one is actually a pitchfork. Hey, sounds very cool, right? Like a fork, Hey, if you don't know how you use, hey, wow, I can have a sword on my chart. Wow, how cool is that? All right. Okay, so if by delete, you can press Ctrl Z. Okay, you want to explore more, you can have a look, and of course there's many tools over here. Okay, so let's say if I want to have Fibonacci tool to explore, see where's the retracement. Here you can see that I just need to click here, and then I'll have the different ratios over here. Okay, and then if you want to have little drawings on your chart, click on here, and then you can start drawing or whatever pattern you want. Isn't that cool? Hey, you can draw. Let's say you want to say that, hey, watch out over here. Hey, there's some, money opportunity over here. And you can draw it out. Okay, and of course there's more. You can highlight the things that you want to see. Let's say I want to take note over here. You can have it. Okay, or you want to draw a rectangle. Let's say I want to look out over here. Just left click once and left click again to place it on my chart. Okay, and of course there's more. Okay, you can have triangle, ellipse, rotated triangle, curves, explore it. Okay, alright. And then of course if you want to have text, let's say you want to watch out here for trend change, you can have a high lookout here. And then of course you can change the background of this particular box. Okay, of course it by default is empty, you gotta check it. And then let's say you want to put it red, okay, so that you can see it. And borders, maybe you want to put it black so that you can actually outline and fill out where's the box. Okay, so you can press OK and then it will be there. Hey, look out here. Hey, very obvious. And of course you can draw the arrow here and then you can draw it. Alright, there's more. You can see there's the XABCD pattern. Okay, all these probably are the default settings by TradingView. Okay, so if you are to use their indicators, you can feel free to include them. Alright, so head and shoulders, all these patterns, they look out for you. Okay, alright, and then there's more. Okay, you can have all the different symbols provided by them if you want to use. Be creative. Hey, remember, take a picture here, or I've taken a picture here, look out for the image, or hey, I made a video on this, hey, look out, or hey, this is a good trade or this is a bad trade. Okay, so you can feel free to explore all this. Remember today I'm going to fly, so remember to close my position. Okay, so you can use all this. All right. Okay, so how do I remove all these things on the chart? Hey, it's so messy. Hey, so few things over here. You can actually click on this if you want to keep all the drawings. But for temporary, you want to have a clean look on a chart, just simply click on this I button here. And if you want the drawings back, just click it again. Okay, and of course the shortcut is shown in the diagram. Okay, just by rolling your mouse over and wait for a few seconds. Hey, should you want to delete everything, remember it's everything, you cannot keep just one. If you want to keep one, you have to manually delete one by one, right? So one way is I can click on this and then press delete or backspace on my keyboard. I can click one by one. Otherwise I can click on this rubbish bin here and everything will be gone. But of course if you want to choose a specific thing, maybe just the indicators or just the drawings but keep the indicators, you can click on all these options. Okay, and then you see, oh, what's this magnet looking thing, and then what's this pencil and lock thing. Right, so this magnet is actually when you put an indicator. Let's say I want to draw a trend line, you can see that the crosshair is actually being automatically stuck or being magnetized by one of the four figures, that is the open, high, low or close. So let's say if I were to go the most bottom, even if my mouse is very far, okay, not so far, but let's say it's close enough but not there yet, you can see that the low is here, right? If I were to even just go near, you will stick to the low of the candle. Right, so some of us have some trouble drawing the lowest point. All you have to do is just click on the magnet Okay, click on it and then just go somewhere near, and then you can attach it to the lowest point, and you don't even have to see where's the lowest point. And then click and drag here and then find the lowest point, maybe let's say here, and then click on it. Okay. Otherwise, if I were to untick it, it's freestyle. Okay? There is nothing that is pulling my line. Okay. Right. So you can click on this and everything disappears. And then what's this lock thing here? Hey, so let's say if I want to draw, okay, I want to draw trend line. Without this check, once I draw the trend line, okay, if, sorry, seems like it's connected. Okay, so let's say if I don't have this connected, once I draw the trend line, I will be moved back to the crosshair, meaning I can only use the feature once. Okay, but if I want to draw multiple trend lines and I want to keep the symbol to be there, so I click on trend line and I lock the drawing mode. Okay, so I can keep drawing the trend lines as many as I want. Okay, and then when I'm done with it, I can change back to the crosshair manually. Okay, and of course the lock is over here below this pencil button here, is to lock up everything. You know, let's say when we shift, you know, when we look back and our things over here, okay, and then we might accidentally click on it. But if we have the lock button being locked here, we will not be able to do anything to the indicators or the lines that we have drawn. But if I have the lock open, once I click on it and I start to move things around, I'm in panic. Oh no, what should I do? I actually accidentally move. Don't worry. All you need to do is just press on Control Z and it will be back there. Okay, simple as that. But let's say if I want to scroll and I don't want to keep Control Z here, let's say I have a lot of lines, all I have to do is just lock it. Okay, or I will just can close the eyes and then it's clean. Alright, and then of course once I'm done, I can click on delete all. Okay, so the next thing is to actually explore the indicators over here. Okay, so click on indicators and you can see a whole long list of indicators that is provided by TradingView. Right, click on built-ins and you will see the long list. And let's say if you want to search anything, you can actually scroll, or you can just type in, let's say you want to find moving average, just type moving average and then you will see. Alright, and then of course you can also short form if you forgot what is it. You can type MA and then you have to find. Right, and then you can left click on it to select and then it will appear on the left side. You can see that here. And let's say if you want 2, you click on it again and then you will have 2. And let's say I want 3, you can have another one here. Alright, so for the free version, for the free account, you will be limited to 3 indicators at all times. Should you want to put in another indicator, what you can do is you can temporarily remove one by putting your mouse over here, rolling over it, and then click on X button to remove one of the indicators, and then go to the indicators and then type in the next thing that you want. So let's say you want average true range, okay, and it will appear. Okay, so if you want more indicators, you might have to go for the paid plans. Alright, and then you see over here ATR. You can shift this thing down by going near the borders, click and hold and pull it down. Okay, you can even go as tiny as you want, but let's say we put it around here. Okay, so let's say for moving average you want to change the numbers. So what do? You roll over your mouse and then click on the gear icon, that is the settings, and then you change the inputs over here. Okay, let's say I want 200 moving average, just change it. And the style, you can change any color you like. Okay, let's say you like green. Okay, and then I want to make it thicker. It's over here. Okay, you can see that the line is getting thicker. Okay, let's say you want it to be a little bit more less obvious. You can reduce the color, but for me I like it thick. Right, this will do. Then you press OK. Then let's say this one you want to change to another color, and you can change it. Let's say you like it red, and then you want to change to maybe, let's say, 50 moving average. Okay, and then you press OK, and then you will see, you see not thick enough. Just go back there and go to styles, click on the color, change the thickness, and then OK, you will have it. All right. Okay, so you can play around with the indicators, see which one you like. Just type around, or if you cannot find, then you can just scroll around and see. Okay, so you can see from here, okay, there are different kinds whereby there is public scripts. Okay, so public scripts are created by people like you and me. Okay, so they create the script and they share to the public. Okay, and then you can see the number of likes here. That shows that people like the indicators, so you can see which one are the more favorite kind of indicators. Okay, built-ins means that it is built into TradingView. That is the default setting by TradingView, so you see which one you like. Okay, the next thing to look is the financials over here. Click on financials. Let's say you want to look at, let's say, the price to book ratio. Okay, if you can scroll, or you can just type it, price book, and then it will appear, and then you can click on it, and then you will see here like what's the value and whatnot. Okay, let it calculate. Okay, and then you will see, oh okay, Ethereum is not a company. Let's say we change to Apple, and then you will see the values over here. All right, and of course there are the templates. You can explore the different templates that you have set. Okay, if you have saved up anything, you should appear there, and you can add in alerts, so go through alerts after that. Okay, and there is the replay button. Okay, so replay button lets you replay the market situation as if you were there during that period. So let's say if we were to replay a few days ago and see whether we will take the certain setup, we can use this, and then we can click on here, and we can go back to a certain day, and then you will see that you can see that the prices after that actually disappears, and it is as if that we are on that particular day. Okay, and then we can click on play to play out the day. Okay, so it will play out the day for us, and to see whether if we will take a certain position and whether it will hit. And you can reduce the speed. Okay, you can reduce, or you can click one by one, and you click appear one candle at a time. All right, so this is more useful if you want to test out a certain strategy, or you want to retry. Let's say you are in the market, and you want to see whether you can improve any particular setup that you're actually taking. All right, so this is one of the way, and once you're done, you can click on X to exit. Right, do you want to exit? Yes. The next thing is, of course, whatever you have done, you might want to actually save. Okay, so you can go over the icon over here, you can click on it, and then there is an auto save function over here. Okay, so do you recall the days whereby you are working on your PowerPoint presentation, and then your computer crash, and then everything is gone and you got to redo? Hey, that's very frustrating, right? Okay, so what TradingView offers is actually they help you to save every 10 minutes. Okay, so the maximum of data that you will lose is the last 10 minutes. Okay, but of course every time you want to save, you just click on this, click once, and then it will be saved. All right, and then of course you can choose to rename the view that you want to anything that you like. Hey, so sorry. Hey, you can choose, let's say you want to be, hey, oh my god, I cannot spell. Okay, and then it will be saved. And of course, you can make a copy and you can share with your friends. Okay, you can make new charts layout and you will brand new chart again. All right. Okay, let's say I'll click on it and then it will be a brand new chart. So for free plan, I believe that you can only have one. So don't create too many. Okay, but of course, for the paid plan, there are different kind of plans. You can explore them later. So let's say if you have to have multiple layouts, you can actually click on load, and then you will see the different layouts that you have actually saved. Okay, so for my plan, I'm going with the pro plan. Okay, they give me up to 5 layouts, and as you can see, I have already 5 here. Okay, and then of course remember to save it by clicking here once again. If you, let's say you edited something over here, okay, let's say I want to have this line over here. Okay, all I have to do is just click on save and then it will be saved. All right, you spin, and once it's tick, it's done. All right. Okay, so anyway, earlier when I show you, I need to constantly switch. Let's say I want to have trend line and suddenly I'll need that horizontal line. I'll have to go through the hassle after using one thing, and then I have to click here again, and then find the horizontal ray, and then I click on it again, and let's say I need, oh my god, I need another trend line. Okay, I have to switch back here, back and forth, back and forth. It is very irritating, right? So what I can do, okay, here's the pro tip here. Okay, go to here, go to the items that you will like, and you will see a star icon here. This star icon is your favorite. So meaning these are the tools that you will frequently use. And when you click it, it will appear over here as your favorite tool. So whenever you want to use, all you need to do is just go over here and then click on it. Okay, so I will add in, let's say I want horizontal line too, and then I click away. Okay, so let's say if you have to accidentally click here, all you have to do is just click on the escape button on your keyboard and it will disappear. Okay, and you can see over here, I can pull this thing around just by clicking this 6 dots over here, and then move it around. Okay, whenever I want to work on something that is low here, then I'll click it below. If I need to work on here on top, then I'll drag it on top. I prefer here. Then let's say I need trend line, all I need to do is just click on it, and then I'll try to pull something. Okay, you can pull this away. And then let's say I need this horizontal line, I can click on it, click on it. It's definitely much faster than I gotta go here and then find one by one. Okay, let's say I will need, let's say, Fibonacci. Okay, I can add it to my favorite, and then it will be here. I just click on here, and then voila, it's over here, right? Very simple. And of course I want to delete, just click on this. Alright, so when you trade, right, sometimes you will want to have some alerts for yourself so that that a certain point has reached. Let's say this one has been overextending. You want to know when it's reached a certain price. Okay, so what you can do, let's say you want to have, I want to buy around this line here. So should it actually reach around this level of 130? Okay, you can actually right click around here and then go to add alert. Of course, you don't have to get the number correctly. Okay, all you need to do is add alert first, and then you can change the number that you want to have. Let's say I want to have exactly 130. All I need to do is just change the value. Okay, you can choose it whether is it crossing or crossing up. if you choose crossing, means you doesn't matter whether it cross up or cross down, okay, it will alert you all the time. Okay, of course you can choose here all the different things. Hey, of course, another pro tip, should you have some indicators and you want to have price action, let's say if the price goes below a certain moving average, okay, let's say you, of course, first thing you have to have indicators in your chart first, and then you are able to change. So let's say I want to have, let's say, moving average of 50, and I want a price to cross down 50 and then alert me. And you can choose to have alert once or every time the bar close, or once per bar. So every time the bar is formed and then it cross, you inform me once only, and then inform me again when the next bar forms, or something like that. Or every minute, you can choose over here. Okay, so what this do is actually that when the price goes below the 50 moving average, it will alert you, okay, whether how many times you can decide, and then how long it expires you can choose. Okay, you can choose to up to longest date, okay, or you can leave it open-ended. Okay, so of course you can have notification, you have pop-up, you can have email. If you have login via email, that's why they need your email, and of course the URL and so forth. Okay, play the sounds, send emails and SMS and so on. You can even leave the message over here if you forgot what you want. You can type in the description and maybe like close if it below. Okay, so the next thing I will show you is how to create your own watch list. And of course, why we use watch list is when we actually screen through, the number of stocks or the Forex itself. Hey, we want to have certain targeted watch list that we will be watching the entire time. Hey, there's thousands of stocks, and there's hundreds of different pairs of currencies. Okay, we want to look at whichever we have attention, right? So how do I create watch list? So here you can see there's a note button here. Click on it, and then it will expand into the watch list. For the free feature, I believe that you can only create one watch list, or basically you cannot create new ones. Okay, they give you one free watch list. You can just add into that particular watch list. Okay, so how do I add? Okay, let's say if I were to create a new list, for remember, for free account you cannot create new watch list. So let's say this is my new watch list, and then I click on OK, save, and then there will be a new watch list for me, and then I can start to add the tickers that I wish to track. Right, so what I can do is I click on the plus button here, and then I can add in the ticker symbol that I wish to add into the watch list. So you can see that TradingView actually provides stocks, futures, Forex, CFD, crypto, index, and economic tickers for you to track, and it is worldwide. Alright, so let's say I wish to add in Apple. I just type in AAPL, or if I'm not sure, I can just type in Apple and it will appear. So you will see a long list here. So all this means that Apple is actually listed in different countries. Okay, so for me, I would like to see the one in US, that is the Nasdaq. So I click on the plus button, and it will be added into my watch list. And if let's say I want to exclude it, I can just press X again and it will be excluded. Right, so let me add, and then let's say I want to look at Johnson & Johnson. Okay, same thing, they are listed in different countries. I add in the first one, and let's say if I want to look at currency, you can see that they consist of different brokers. Okay, so if you are trading with one of the brokers, you can choose your broker from here. Otherwise, it does not really matter so much because it differs by a little bit. Okay, so just for me, I'll just choose the first one. Okay, and then let's say if I want to add in maybe from China, let's say Tencent. Okay, and I'll see a long list. So Tencent is listed in different countries too. I can add in the one in Hong Kong, or if I'm trading in the US, I can add in the US. So this is the music entertainment different. So probably you want to look at Tencent Holdings. All right, and then let's say if you are in Canada, you want to look in Shopify. You can add in Shopify or the one in Canada. Okay, let's say I want to look in Canada, can add in. And let's say I want to look in Japan dollar, can add in this, and so on and so forth. All right, so it's the same procedure. Just click on add, click and add. All right, so over here, let's say I want to delete anything, just go to the symbol and click on the X button, and it will be removed. Okay, another pro tip here. So let's say I want to bookmark a certain ticker. Let's say I've already screened it. All I have to do is just go to this thing at the side, and I can choose the color that I want. Okay, so by default it is the red color. Oh, okay, and then let's say I were to choose these two as the bookmark, and then I can click on here and go to my red list. This will show that those that I bookmark, okay, for whatever reason I want to. So maybe this is something that please look for the entry. Next, we'll look at the other tabs over here. Right, so over here you have the news tab. So if let's say you want to watch the news on British pound, US dollar, you can see that these are the various news. You can just read through. Okay, and then there's also the data window that shows the last candle details, the open, the high, low, close, and how much the change, and what's the volume. And of course there is the hot list that people are looking at. Okay, and then there's the calendar. Okay, so this calendar will show the different earnings or forecasts that they have. And then there's also your ideas, and then also there's public chats. And if you are keen to look into opinions of others, you can have a look over here. And then there's also if you have any recent chats with other people, and of course the idea streams, and of course notification. And this tab is if you want to do your trading, right? You can connect with a paper account. I mean the paper trading account. You can connect here. Okay, same thing over here. You can click on stocks trading panel, and then connect to paper trading by TradingView. Okay, and then of course you have the DOM over here, right? And of course if you have anything saved, object tree, all the indicators, all the lines that you draw will appear over here, specifically under one particular ticker. If you change ticker, it will be that object tree for that particular ticker. Right, so once you're done, you want to close this, just click on the tabs itself and you will close again. Once you are done, you can actually explore the different time frames that are available in the platforms. Okay, so if you're on a free platform, there are some of the time frames are not available for free users. Okay, but of course for free users, all the standard time frames will be available, such as 1 hour, 4 hours, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, or even 30 minutes. All right, but for me, I have a paid plan. I can choose any numbers that I want. Hey, let's say today I want to I'm feeling a bit special, I want to add new ones. I can go down here below, click on add, and let's say if I like the number, let's say 57, add. I can add 57, no time frames over here. But of course you can choose any number you like. Okay, but for me, I enjoy the standard ones. Okay, and of course you can choose, let's say, 1 second. Of course, you gotta upgrade your plan if you want to go, even more specific. Okay, so for the standard, let's say 1 hour, 15 minutes, 30 minutes should be fine for even for the free plan. Okay, so one pro tip here, rather than I have to go through and click here and go to 1 day and one not, what you can do, okay, same thing, I'm not doing anything here. Let's say if I want to go to 1 hour, all I have to do is just click 1 and H, 1 hour, 1 H. It will show 1 hour, and then I press enter, and it will go to the 1 hour time frame. And then if I want to go back to 1 day, all I have to do is click 1D, and it will be 1 day. Okay, and then it will go back by clicking enter, or even 1 week from W. Okay, I think you get it. A 1 month, 1M. Okay, but of course, if you want to have 30 minutes, you don't type 30 minutes because it will go to 30 months, right? Okay, don't go there. All you have to do is type 30, it will go to the 30 minutes. And if you like 57 like earlier, you can type 57 and then enter. It will be on the 57 minutes time frame. Alright. And then of course, I don't prefer this, so I'm gonna delete it by clicking the X button here. And let's say I want to have 2 days, and I click 2, and then change on day, and then click add, and then it will be here. And this is my 2 days chart. Right? And of course, you can explore more. Let's say today I'm comparing between the different companies. Okay, let me remove all these indicators first. Okay, so let's say I want to compare between the different companies and see which one is performing better. Okay, TradingView offers this feature whereby they can help you to compare by clicking on this feature here, compare, and you can compare with the different companies or indices. Okay, let's say I want to see Coca-Cola, whether they are able to perform better than the market, which is for US is the SP 500. Okay, oops, SP 500. Okay, you can see there's 2 lines. So the bottom, I mean the one with the candlestick is the Coca-Cola company, and the one in the orange is SPX. Okay, let me change to the time frame. So you can see that SP 500 is actually outperforming the Coca-Cola. Okay, and then of course sometimes it's very hard to see. Okay, what I can do is just change the candlestick to line chart, and then it will be both lines. Okay, if I want to compare even more, I can go here, and then maybe let's say I want to look at Nvidia. I can add in Nvidia, and then I want to look at let's say Viva. I can add in Viva, so you can see the different colors. Okay, the description is over here. Okay, so you can see which company is actually outperforming. Yeah, and then of course you want to have financials, you want to look at the different financials of the company, you can take a look over here. Okay, to go and explore and the different templates and alerts. Right, so let's say if you want to delete everything, okay, same thing, just click on this delete button, and then you'll be gone. And then of course, do you want to change back to candle, just click on here and then change to candle. All right, so let's say if you know a little bit of coding, or you got some kind of codes from your friends, you can open up the Pine editor here, and then you can enter your code over here, and then you click on save, and then put a name to the indicators they have created, and then of course you can add it to chart. Okay, and then of course should you want to share with the public, you can press on publish script. Okay, and then of course once you are done, you can click on this to lower it, and then you can click on it again to open it. Or if you know some coding and you want to test out different strategies, you can open this and have a have a read on how they work. Okay, and then let's say you want to have a little recording or what kind of notes, you can click on it and create your own notes. All right, and this feature of stock screener on TradingView, you can use it by clicking here, or let's say by default it's the same as how you find the Pine editor. It's over here. Just click on it, and then you will see the screeners available. Okay, so by default it's over here. Okay, if you watch my previous video, this is where I get my numbers. Okay, so Facebook has recently crossed $1 trillion in market capitalization. Okay, so if you haven't watched my previous video, go and watch it and see how come this company actually hit $1 trillion and which other companies are reaching there, right? Okay, so let's say for this stock screener, okay, I want to filter it according to what I want. Click on filter, and then I can change the different things. Let's say I want to look at market capitalization of, let's say, more than certain number, and then I want to look at certain sector or certain industry, what kind of volume, or relative volume, how much the change, and what country is it from. You can tick the countries that you want. It's quite extensive over here, and of course which exchange is available. So if you want to choose let's say you want to choose another country, remember that you gotta choose the country with that broker, right? You cannot buy maybe Asian companies from Nasdaq unless they are listed over in Nasdaq. Okay, and let's say you want to look at the fundamentals, you want to look at their debts, how they are performing, and you want to sort them out accordingly. You can do this from here. And then from the technicals, let's say you want how much change in the pricing and whatnot, you can have a look. Okay, so let's say over here, debt to equity, maybe I want to have it at 1. Okay, I have look at it 1. And if I want to reset, I just click on reset and everything will go again. So just now I mentioned that you can use the paper trading function in TradingView. Okay, you can have these two buttons over here. Okay, so you can see that there are two different pricing. Okay, so one of them is the bid price and the other is the ask price. Okay, so I will go through how to read bid and ask in another video, so that you have a clearer understanding of how this thing works. Okay, you can have a try. Then let's say I want to buy, you can click on it, and then they will pop out the different trading panels. Okay, so you can see that they actually offers service to connect to the various brokers. Okay, so be warned that if you don't want to connect your brokers to TradingView, it is fine. Okay, but if you want to just use the the paper trading function, you don't have to connect any brokers. Just trade it. Okay, just click on paper trading by TradingView and you are okay to go. Okay, only connect when you are ready. All right, don't connect before knowing anything. All right. Right, so I hope that you like this short tutorial on TradingView, and I hope that this will help you in your journey of your trading or even investing, and may the markets be with you. Follow my channel for more tips and hacks on various things such as trading, investing, and any other things that I will be sharing on my channel.